Well, it truly is a pleasure, great honor to be here one more time. It's my fourth time in Kenya, and I'm ready to give an awesome show. My whole band is here. We rehearsed so long. I mean, the last rehearsal that we did, we wasn't even able to finish, the whole show because it's lengthy, but it's wicked. I'm excited about it. And the last time that we were here, I went through a lot of my catalog. Like I have 8 albums and over 200 songs. So, yeah, the catalog is huge. But I always try to cover as much as I can as possible. And I'm sure after the show is done, somebody's gonna say, "Well, you didn't do this song." I am used to it, But it's not possible for me to do every single song in one night. Definitely not possible for me. But I will do all the songs you know and love, and I will do them again, again, and again, and again, and again until you get tired. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. My name is Peter Nzeki. I have two questions. My first question is, your album features quite a lot of artists from Africa, Stoneboy, and of course Kenya from Waire and Nairobi. How was it working? Why did you choose to work with Waire and Nairobi and not any other Kenyan artists? And then the second question is, basically, how was it working with Mr. Charles in a song, the album?
Okay, so I chose to work with African artists because I think that we're merging in different ways. African artists are doing dancehall and reggae same way, and I've done some songs on Afrobeat just the same. But in all, I think it's a great idea that we're coming together, not just visiting countries, but musically too. And music is what I do. And what better way to unite people from all over the world, our people from all over the world, than music? What better way, And why I chose Wiry is because I knew of Wiry from before, from songs he's done. And Naiboy, we basically just went through like Instagram and Twitter and stuff. and I chose my team, actually, because not just me alone. My team chose Wiry. Will I work with other Kenyan artists? I definitely will. There's no limit to music, And so the possibilities are endless. And there will be more to come, definitely, So look forward to that. From the upper end of artists to the new faces that you may have never heard of. I'm not afraid to record with a new brand artist because I think it's a good thing to share, and give other people opportunities to come up in music as well. Someone gave it to me, and I'm passing it on. And so I'll have like the major artists like the Vibes Cartel. And how was it working with him? Just wicked and easy. He's just talented, massively talented. So it was easy. In his situation, yes, you're wondering, how did it happen while he's by? It happens. And, but I'll work with the greatest of artists, and I will work with someone who is not known, especially if they're talented. Once the talent is there, so what? If the person that they will have a name eventually that everyone will know, Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes?
Your album, the 14 tracks, they focus so much on the origin and the identity of Africa.
Yes.
Given that you're in Kenya right now, everyone listening to you, what is the one message that you would like us to get from your album?
Wow. Unity and family. It's very important for us all the time. Basically, I'm not saying that black people, African people are the only people who been through wars that divided us and slavery and all kind of things that divided us. Yes, other races did too. Yes, but I'm African, so I have to speak, from my perspective. And I think that it's important that we focus on keeping our families together, leaving a legacy, keeping our generation strong from one generation to the next, when you're alive now, working in your time, you know that you're working for the next generation to come, and we keep building and keep growing. And with unity comes more strength. And the more we unite is the more powerful we become. That's the message that I want everyone to get from the music that I create. If it's a love song, it's between people who are building a relationship, a marriage, a home, things like that, you know. We're powerful, but we need to become more powerful. Go ahead.
Etana, this is Bad Prince from Tani Radio. I have two questions. One, you did Malaika. What inspired you, do that Malaika song? And by the way, you did it very well. Because
thank you.
It was really catchy. Two, which is your favorite song from every song that you
Oh my God, what a question.
I wish to know. It's been my dream to know. What is your favorite song, you as Etana?
Oh gosh, that's hard. But I heard Miriam Makeba do Malaika. And I caught on to the song then. I loved it then when I heard it. But then the meaning behind the song, it's a little bit loud back there. Can you hear me? The meaning behind the song is about a man not having enough to marry the woman that he's in love with, right? But think about us, again, back to the generation and the strength of us as a people. Think about how many of us had to start from nowhere, had to start at the bottom with nothing. Marry a woman or a man, yes, with nothing, and build from that nothing to something. Many of us. Some of us are still struggling now. And that's what Malaika means to me. Not having enough, but being able to build from nothing and making something great. That's what Malaika means to me. And my favorite song, I can't choose my favorite song because in every production, right, of my songs, I'm writing. I'm in the studio when the music is being made. I'm the one who, when the mixes come back, say, no, I don't like that, I need you to change this. I'm very involved in every production of every song that I do. And so it's hard for me to pick one. That's the hardest question. Maybe, oh geez, no, I'm sorry. I can pick a few. I can say, I'm Not Afraid, Live and Love Life, Love Song, I Rise, Better Tomorrow. I can go on and on, forget it. I can't pick one. Reggae, see? You say I love reggae. We can go on and on. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Chico.
Nice to meet you, Chico.
To ask, what are the three things that stand out for you about Kenya that keeps you coming back?
I feel like I'm home when I'm here. In Kenya, you speak a different language, but if I speak Patois, you understand. See? And our culture is a lot the same, a lot alike. You know, we cook some of the same food. We wear the same kind of clothes. Our mannerism is the same. I just feel like I'm home. The culture is rich, and I feel like though we're far apart, I'm in Jamaica. Jamaicans are in Jamaica and wherever else they are in the world. But when I come here, I see the same people I see when I go to Nicaragua, or when I go to Colombia, where there's Jamaicans. Everywhere I go, it's still the same. We are the same people. That's what keeps me coming back. The love that you guys have for reggae and the culture that is so much like Jamaica.
Etana, I have a question. Basically, what advice would you give your 18-year-old self right now, because you have the experience in the industry?
Oh.
They didn't come to play.
Now that I'm in the industry,
Yes, and you have a lot of experience in it.
I would say you're right. You were right. My 18-year-old self was right when I thought that I don't have to be naked to do music, and I don't have to lay with anyone in the industry to sing. because I know that I can sing already, you know, and sex doesn't make me great. Music, the music that I create does, and the love that I have for people. So I was right. And I would tell my 18-year-old self, girl, you have time. You have time. Learn as much as you can and know that time is expensive. Respect it. You know, I wish that I respected time a lot more when I was 18, you know. But then I don't regret anything that I've experienced. I don't regret anything that I've been through. I think everything is just how it was supposed to be for me to be who I am and where I am today.
Okay, my name is Ole Sereni from Saudi TV. So, Etana, you're wearing a Kenyan wristwatch.
Yes, I got it from the governor.
And this is your second home.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of relocating to Kenya?
Many times over. It's been a discussion, and it still is, a possibility. So, I'll see. I would want to be in a couple of places. Like I also would like to have a home in England, because I love the way the weather changes, and the mixture of the people is so huge, you know. Like when you go to England, there's everybody. There's Indian, Jamaican, Kenyan, people from Ghana, everywhere, all over the world, and they're all in that one pot, you know. That's why I love it so much. And yeah, Kenya, so.
Okay, you've been here for a couple of times. What is your favorite dish here in Kenya?
Today I had was it fufu?
Ugali.
Ugali. Ugali, and I love the way they cook the meat up. I know I'm not supposed to eat like red meat, and I don't eat it a lot, but I love the way they cook the meat up. So every time I come here, I always no. But the last time when I came here, I had the same thing.
But this was better.
Yes.
Okay.
But it was good, and so I don't have a favorite dish. I just love everything that you guys cook. That's it. Honestly, there's nothing that I haven't had one thing that I can say, oh, I don't like this. I like everything.
Hi, my name is Kido. I work for SP in Bars. I
Nice
have
to
two
meet you.
questions. One, your album cover name is a Swahili name. Maybe you can share with us why did you have to do a Swahili name than any other name? And then my second question is that in a scale of 1 to 10, can you rate your journey, your success, your achievement of music career?
Oh, wow. I always say, when someone asks me anything, you know, related to that second question, I always say I'm not done yet. There's so much more for me to accomplish, and I feel like though I'm this far, that I have not accomplished a lot yet. I still feel like I'm not there yet, you know. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say 10, because I know the work that I put in, but I know I'm not there yet, you know. I still have so much to go. And why I chose Pamoja. Before I created the album, the whole idea was to think of a way to unite families and people and us, you know? And the idea was also to collaborate with a lot of African artists or different African artists, you know? And what better way to say together than Pamoja? Yeah.
And also so that she could be here for our concert. Please note. You want next?
My name is Phil from Southland, Kenya. I have another question.
Okay.
Your music, the messages are very empowering to young women. Over time, as you grew up from a little girl to where you are now, what is the most powerful awareness that a young woman like me or anyone in the room would like them to know?
In life in general, you mean?
Yes.
Time. I'm back to it again, because a lot of us, I remember one day I was sitting home and I kept scrolling up and down for hours, and I passed like 4 hours on social media, 4 hours. And I said, wait a minute, did I just use 4 hours of my time that I don't know when, because we never know when it's our time to leave, right? Because we're not here forever. And I said, I never know when it's going to be my time to leave. And I just spent 4 hours of my expensive time on social media for 4 hours. I said, nope, I'm going to college. And I registered for college that day again. And I made my plans of everything that I want to accomplish. And I, write them down. I made a list. And each time I accomplish each one, I cross it off. It's not a bucket list. It's actually writing my story, completing the book, making the right decisions, yes, and executing that action plan he just said. We all have to have one. And nothing is impossible. And so for everyone, whether you're just starting or whether you're just realizing or you had that aha moment like, oh my God, yes, this is what I need to do. Nothing is impossible. Absolutely nothing. If you think it's possible, then it is. The only time it becomes impossible is when you believe it is not. And so time is expensive, and use it wisely. Use it as if you have, work your fingers literally to the bone to get it. And now that you have it, what will you do with it? It's expensive. Make people respect time, your time. Respect other people's time, because you just never know. But what you accomplish when you leave is important. If not even for you, not for the world, but for your next generation, for the people who knew you, how you made them feel, what you accomplished, to say, oh, she did it, maybe I can do it too. That's what I would say to someone, whether you're starting, you're young, or no matter where you are in your life. Time is expensive. Use it wisely.
Question. Etana, allow me to ask this. You have fans and lovers who follow your music journey here in Kenya. But what would you maybe tell them? Can Etana comment on a family life? Can you comment on it? Because years back we follow every time. Please comment on this if you're okay with it.
Comment on my family life?
Yeah,
well, I don't talk about like my family a lot in publicly, because I try to reserve a piece of me for me and my family, So I don't like put my kids on social media and all of this stuff, because I feel like that's for me. But I have a husband. I have two girls and a son. But I had my son when I was a young girl. And so right now my babies are 5 and 8. And I'm very private with my family life. It's not perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. No family is perfect. Oh, we fight, we do everything. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we remember our goals. We remember why we got together, my other half and I. We remember why we got together in the first place, what we mean to accomplish, and we refocus on just that, and we move on. So my goals in my life is not, I don't live just for myself. I never have. I live for my children, and I live to make other people feel great and accomplish and feel good about themselves and life and everything. I feel like that's my duty. My duty is to carry people through, spiritually, physically, mentally. That's my duty, and I'm happy to do it, So I never live for myself. I just don't, and that's my life.
Guys, I'm taking 2 more questions, one from her and... No, so you're going to go next. So 1 and 2.
Okay, Etana, you recently launched your hair products.
Oh, yeah.
Etana Organics.
Yes.
And we have seen the acceptance the products have gotten internationally. What's your plan about bringing the products to Africa?
Well, I intend to have it in stores. But it takes time, and not like I couldn't have came here now, and brought it with me and start the whole process, but I really want to focus on the show and the festival. And so the next time that I get here and I'm not doing a festival and not preparing for a show, then I'll get into the details of how that really works and how I can do that. I might have to partner with people here, you know, and I plan to do that. I want everybody in everything that I do. I don't want to be the only one earning. I don't want to be the only one, you know, with everything. I want everybody to. For me, if I could have it my way, everybody would be just fine. You know?
Yeah, I know it's hard to tell your favorite song.
Ah.
Yeah, but which one do you consider has been the most successful of all the songs?
Wow. In terms of numbers.
Yeah, propelling you to where you are today, or even.
Okay, so Wrong Address was the first song that made the world know who Etana, introduced me to the world. Wrong Address. We don't want no trouble. That's the song.
Keep going.
Then I did I did a song called Roots. Them can't watch a dung and dilute, you know. But I'm Not Afraid is the one that really, really, it did it. It got everyone knowing, okay, this is Etana. I'm Not Afraid is still a popular song no matter where I go in the world today. Later, I would say songs like Reggae. Reggae hit me like a drum. That's a huge song in Brazil, Spanish-speaking countries, French-speaking countries, and here in Kenya too, everywhere, you know. So it depends on the time, because each, you know, I'd say every other year, something else happens and another song goes somewhere else, and you know, it mushrooms into something else, you know. So it depends on the time you're talking about, because there's more than one song that broke in different periods and in different countries.